Hey guys, welcome back to the G's and K podcast. And today we're going to be talking about how powerful music actually is. Because I feel like a lot of people listen to music and they don't realize that the message behind it, the beat behind it, just anything in it can influence so much in our lives. I want to tell you guys straight off the bat, music has the power to literally influence our emotions, our memories, our actions, and our motives. And I'm not trying to say all music is bad, only listen to worship music, blah, 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 blah. No, I'm not trying to say that. What I'm trying to say is that it is important to notice what you are listening to, okay? I want to read to you guys Ephesians 5:11. It says, have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them. Music is used for worship and praise. There's music out there dedicated to God. There's music out there for God. Music can be used for God. But the thing is, the enemy also uses music against us without many people realizing it. There's actually this testimony of this guy who was at this studio place. I don't really know what to call it, but there was like these people singing, and God opened his eyes, and he literally was able to see demons whispering in people's ears because of the music that was being sung. Past tense of sing. He was literally able to see demons whispering in different people's ears because they were listening to music, to a certain song, to a certain music that was being played. That is how powerful music is. The enemy knows, Satan knows how powerful music is, and he will and he does use it against many, many people. Want to know why he knows how powerful it is? Because Satan literally had a unique role in worship when he was an angel. And many people don't know that. And many people are like, it's just a song. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's not that deep. Satan had a unique role in worship when he was an angel. And he uses music against us every single day and every chance he gets. So when someone tells you it is not that deep, it is just a song, that is a lie from the pit of hell, because it is not just a song, and the lyrics behind the song, literally the sound behind a song can have so much power without us even realizing it. I want to read to you guys Psalms 101:3. It says, I will not look with approval on anything that is vile. I hate what faithless people do. I will have no part in it. I wanted to share this because I think it's really important to notice when what we are listening to is corrupt and to reject it right away. I think it's important to pray for conviction against literally anything, feel the conviction, and reject it right away. Did you guys know that music literally opens your soul, meaning that you give that influence to your soul? So what you are listening to, you become more vulnerable to. You become more vulnerable to what is being seen. So if you're listening to a song that involves lust, involves cursing, involves smoking, drinking, you're going to be more vulnerable to doing those stuff. If you're constantly listening to songs with curse words, cursing is going to be something hard for you to stop. Obviously, if you're constantly listening to a song that says a bunch of F words, a bunch of B words, a bunch of S words, and you're struggling with cursing and stopping a curse, how is that song going to help you stop you to curse? It is not going to help you. That is why I'm telling you the importance of music. If you want to separate yourself from it for a certain thing for God, or just in general, literally, do not listen to the music. It's like saying, it's literally the same thing as surrounding yourself with people who do certain things that you don't want to be a part of. If you surround yourself with certain people and you're like that smoke and you don't want to smoke anymore, it's going to be easy to fall into temptation again to smoke because you're surrounding yourself with those people. Same thing with music. If you're listening to a bunch of music that talks about how good smoking is, that's going to be playing in your ears. It's going to enter your soul, and you're going to be like, just one more time, it's okay. Just one more time, it's okay. When it's not okay. Be very cautious what you let into your soul and what you let into your spirit. Because if you really think about it, everything's spiritual. Everything's spiritual. Colossians 3:2 says, set your minds on the things above, not on earthly things. And this verse can literally go for many, many things. But right now we're talking about music, obviously. So anything that's negative or harmful, anything that has a negative or harmful message, literally the best thing you can do is again reject it. Because anything that is negative and has a harmful message, it can either distract you or lead you away from spiritual growth. So that kind of goes back to what I was just saying. If you're listening to anything that has a harmful or negative message in a song, it's going to distract you from becoming better with God, or it's going to lead you away from spiritual growth. So you're not going to be able to stop the certain thing that the song is trying to sing. So if you're trying to stop cursing and songs talking about cursing, you're not going to be able to spiritually grow in that area and stop cursing. Okay? And I actually have my own personal testimony about music, because I used to be someone that loved sad music. Like, it was a comfort to me, like a big comfort. Since like the 6th grade, music was like such a big thing to me. I would always play sad music no matter what. Even if I was happy, I would just play sad music. I don't know why. But I basically got this conviction, and it was like, delete your playlist. And it was the sad music playlist. It was like, delete your playlist. And then I was like, this was like, I think this was like the beginning of senior year, to be honest. Yeah, I think it was the beginning of senior year. Anyways, it was like, delete your playlist. And I was like, because I didn't want to. Like, sad music was everything to me. So this was also during the time where I began to listen to worship music slowly and slowly. So God was like, delete your playlist, and I was like, I didn't want to. So my idea, thinking this was gonna work, thinking that I can go against God, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just delete the songs that I don't listen to as much anymore. So whenever a certain song would play and I don't listen to it that much, I would just delete that song from the playlist. I wouldn't delete the whole playlist. I would delete that song from the playlist. And so in my head, I was like, oh, it's okay, because I'm slowly low-key doing it. You know what I mean? And then, I kid you not, I would feel it again, delete your playlist. And like, I felt it like 3-4 times, like, delete your playlist. Not in the same day, like different days, by the way. Like, and they were like far apart from each other. But it was like, delete your playlist, delete your playlist, delete your playlist. And I wouldn't listen, and I kept doing it slowly but surely, you know? And it wasn't till I went to church and I told the prophet at my church, Prophet Asai, I was like, can you pray for me, blah blah blah. And down deep in my heart, I knew one of the reasons was for me to be like, like, I want to know if it's actually from God or if I'm going crazy. So maybe he's gonna tell me if God's been telling me that, right? And keep in mind, I haven't told anyone about that I've been feeling like deleting my playlist, that I've been like, I feel like God's telling me to delete my playlist. Okay, so whatever, he's praying for me, and then he's telling me stuff, and then eventually he laughs a little bit. Not like laughs like haha, but like he like chuckles a little bit, and then I'm just like, what's happening? And then he's like, God said you delete that playlist. I was like, oh, so it was you. Yeah, so literally right after that, I grabbed my phone and I was like, delete. But yeah, I should have listened the first time, guys. Moral of the story, listen the first time. But yeah, that was my personal thing about music. I had to delete my playlist. I stopped listening to music and stuff. So not music, sorry, sad music and stuff. And don't get me wrong, like, it's not like I only listen to worship music now. Like, that, I mean, honestly, that's the majority I listen to. If you ever catch me listening to something else, like Bruno Mars or something, like, it's really, really rare. I think it's really, really rare. But majority of my music is literally worship and praise, and it's honestly, I love it, because I used to be someone that didn't like worship music or praise. I just think it's boring. And then God like literally made me fall in love with it. I fell so in love with it. I love worship and praise music so much. It's literally 24/7 on in my car, while I'm doing my homework, while I'm doing anything, it's on. It's literally on. Anyways, Philippians 4:8 says, finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, and whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Guys, it is very important to have careful consideration of the impact of the music that you listen to. Because this whole podcast is about how powerful music actually is. So it's very important to have careful consideration of the impact of the music that you listen to. Because as we know now, music is very, very powerful. So why not let music feed your spirit some goodness? Separate yourself from the wickedness of pay attention to the lyrics that you are listening to. I'm telling you, it is so important. And I used to be one of those people like, it's just music. Like, it's just a song. Like, deep in my heart, I used to feel that. Like, it's just music. But I kid you not, when I drop sad music, I know why God made me drop it now. Because I was still sad deep down. Because of that music. If I'm listening to sad music, even if I'm happy, I'm gonna be sad. There's some point in my day, there's some point throughout the week, I'm gonna be sad. Because those sad lyrics and that, not even just the lyrics, the sad tune is just playing and playing in my ear. And it's going into my soul. Music opens your soul. I know why the Lord took it away, because now I'm happy. Man, I'm stressed and I'm happy. It's like, I know now, and it changes you. It changes. Music is powerful. Music is so, so powerful. So don't let the enemy win it. Let it feed your spirit with some goodness. And choose. And I'm not trying to say only listen to worship and praise music. No, don't get me wrong. There's other music out there that's like love songs or like something, I don't know. But like, yeah, just like, or like hyped up songs that don't have any weird things in them, you know. It's important to have that conviction and that to be able to notice certain things, and when music has certain lyrics that you're just like, nope, I can't be listening to this because this will affect me in some way. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. I love you. Jesus loves you way more. And I hope you have a beautiful morning, evening, day, or night.